The Lowline cow came from Australia. It was the result of the Australian government gathering together genetics from around the world, Scotland, Canada, New Zealand, and its own homebred genetics, and putting them all into a research station at Trangie in New South Wales. The experiment really was to find a sustainable animal for southern Australia. One of the features that came out of the work was that this animal had a smaller skeletal mass, retained the Aberdeen Angus carcass quality in its conformation, and would finish on forages. The fact also was that it had a higher lean meat yield as a result of having a smaller skeletal mass. We realised that we could stock this animal on an acre at a higher rate. Current stocking rate here is about 2.7 cow and calf at foot the acre. So the small animal appealed to us, partly because it was more manageable. They're not domineering compared to a large continental cow that's twice the size. We weren't really kitted up for big herds of large animals. So the small animal, the docile or temperament of the animal was good. We knew that, and we knew that it was much more easily handed. We've produced more beef per acre than we could have done with a big cow. We have the largest herd of lowlines in Europe. We've built that herd up now to 100 pure lowline, and we represent therefore a pool of knowledge, and not only that but genetics, because everybody else has got very small numbers of animals, 2s and 3s in the main.
I've worked with lots of cattle ranging from continentals to native breeds. Straight away you can see it's a smaller animal. There's very few cattle of a moderate size that you could stock at the rates that we stock these cattle, and also do very well. And the mothering instinct of the lowline is absolutely brilliant. The cows are there, they like to know what's going on, but there's never any signs of aggression whatsoever. We go around the show circuit every year, but just to get exposure. Also, we have an open day here every year where we get quite a few people come, and we actually bring cattle inside and tie them, and people can go and feel them and just mingle in among the animals. And also they can see the temperament of the animal. But on average here, our bulls will weigh around about, in working condition, about 520 kilo. Bulls out of work, we've had them up to about 680 kilo. Females put to the bull for the first time, our target weight is 240 kilos, which is round about 14 months. We vary here, we could have cows here from 320 kilos, older cows up to around about 480 kilos. Calves born here, they've varied from around about 18 to 24 kilos. We finish our steers on grass where possible. Obviously, if we're killing in the winter months, we will finish them off with a bit of barley. We need that fat coverage to be able to hang them for 28 days. Target weight is 450 kilos. Killing out percentage is between 62 and 67%. It's the meat to bone ratio that counts. That's where the lowlines come into their own. That's where you're gaining. And that they've been about between 72 and 77%. The gestation period of the lowline, again, can vary, but on average here we are 10 days short of a normal breeding cow, which is 281, 284 days. On average here we're about 271 days. Here at Dairy Farm Bands we have an elite health status, which is run by the Premium Cattle Health Scheme at the Scottish Agricultural College in Scotland. We blood test every year for IBR, BVD, lepto, Johne's and Neospora. For prospective buyers, they need to know they're buying healthy cattle.
The quality of the beef is excellent. We've had excellent feedback from customers. So the butcher has been very impressed with the carcasses, and we also supply a local restaurant. Feedback from the chef, even with their regular customers, they're able to recognise a difference from previous meat they've had, and the lowline beef is standing out. Once people have come and tried it, we do tend to get them coming back. The lowline's great for that, providing a nice family-sized joint, but you can still get those larger cuts, so it is suitable for all. Lowline's temperament is second to none. Having grown up on a dairy farm and then worked on beef farms for my whole life, I'm happy with the children being in and around the cattle. Children are able to help out with the showing. Charlotte, from a young age, has been able to show the calves, and Logan, for the last few years, has been able to handle bulls very easily.
Sometimes I show them at shows and they'll handle a calf with the calf, and the first time that I showed on my own was at Suffolk and I was 5. My favourite bull is Duke because he's really friendly and he lets me ride on his back.
I like the Lowlines because they're small and they're easy to handle. They're kind of like calm. They would keep their distance, but they'd not be bothered about us walking around the field. They wouldn't like run away. I tend to go out in the mornings with them, but there's always one that comes up to us. They're always really friendly.
Our opinion is that in the worldwide picture, grain is going to be an issue. It's going to be more important to feed people grain than it is to feed animals. And this animal can produce quality beef from grass that we could demonstrate to small acreage farmers that this animal could be more profitable for them.
You can buy in confidence from Wessex Lowlines because we are here to help you. We are here to help you breed and build your herd the same way as we have.